3 of our SveleteKit series. So in the previous part, we had our SkeletonUI configured, and we have our CodeLabsPro platform in this state. And in this part, we're going to do some more work to move this forward. So first step to be done is to theme the UI. So we can go to theme generator and we can pick some colors, either the hex or the tailwind styles from the theme. So if you're selecting edit mode and tailwind and we get random themes, we could copy the CSS styles from there, or we could enter our own. So let's try entering our own, and I picked a theme here for the values of the CSS, so I can copy the hex values over and I can just enter these in here. Go to the palette again, copy the dark sienna and paste that in here. Let's use that for our surface, and let's copy the burnt sienna for the accent color, or the tertiary one. And then for highlight, we can select or for the accent we can select this value. And now that we have the CSS, we can preview it here. So that's pretty much good enough for now. So let's go ahead and copy the CSS from here. So copy this, and this should go into our source theme.postcss. Source theme.postcss, and we can also add it to source routes layout, source routes layout, and we can add it in the style block. Save that, and also import the theme.postcss in our layout.svelte. So once those are done, we can rerun the app and we'll get this theme here. So now that we have our theming done, we can go on to the next step. So the next step is to do API calls using fetch. So right now we have a page.js file here, and it has a load function here. In order to do this correctly, we need something to fetch the data, right? So let's take a look at what that code should look like. So here we need to import fetch, which is the Svelte way of fetching data, and we'll take our response object, which we get using await fetch, and we'll just go to dummy.json for testing this functionality, and let's get data using res.json, and now we can return what is going to be essentially a blog posts object, and that's going to be in that's going to be returning the data object. So in our page.js, and this has to be called plus page.js, because all the JavaScript files have to be named with a plus. So we have blog posts object coming into page.svelte. So in our page.svelte, what we can essentially do is get h2 data blog posts, and let's say so this blog post object should have a posts object inside it. So we can take the posts object, we can select maybe the second element of it, and then print the title here. Now in order for this to work, we need another step, which is that we need a script block, and we need to export let data here. So now if we refresh, let's see what the error is. Okay, so what seems to be the error is that we need the fetch destructured object here. And now if we go back here, it says blog posts is not defined, and we're returning blog posts here. So I think it's a typo here. Data, and say data dot blog posts, and now it's returning the blog post. So this is the third value in that return response. So I think that was a small typo we had. Thanks for watching. See you in the next part.